ghost had thrown off Gendry a few hundred yards from the castle. The direwolf immediately turned and sprinted back across the ice bridge. Back to Jon, Gendry thought. Harrenhal seemed deserted. Gendry hoped the dead didn't try to make their way through it. Eventually he came across Yara and Osmond. Little Vaelin and Little Sam had become inseparable, it seemed.
8 of you left on dragons. Only 1 returns?
Asked Yara. Bran. I need to see Bran, said Gendry. Yara and Osmond then led Gendry to Bran's room. Once he entered, Sansa rose to her feet with concern.
Only you?
She said. Gendry then turned to Bran. You haven't been filling her in? He asked. Bran then looked troubled. Gendry figured he may have been embarrassed for failing the children of the forest by not keeping the realms of men informed. No, I haven't been watching, said Bran. A lot has happened, Gendry admitted. Sansa could take no more of this and grabbed Gendry by both his hands.
Where is Jon and Arya?
She demanded nervously. Gendry told Sansa and Bran of the Night King's defeat, the trial by 7, Daenerys' transformation, and of Jon's injuries. Sansa collapsed into a nearby chair, and Bran buried his face in his hands. I thought I was a failure, and now I know I am, lamented Bran. How do you figure? Asked Gendry. Old Valyria, the prophecy of the Dune. I caused it, Bran paused. The Targaryen exodus, Aegon's conquest, all of it, I caused, Bran sputtered. Bloodraven warned me, and I thought I knew better. To think I was at the center of this conflict and knew no better, cried Bran. This is far from over. The Night King is gone, Gendry paused. If Daenerys destroys the Red Keep, the Red Woman dies, Arya dies, and Jon will surely stay dead, finished Gendry.
You have to help us, Bran. The pack must survive, and it needs you,
pleaded Sansa. Bran took a minute to mull his options. What are you asking of me? Asked Bran. When you entered Viserion's mind, you had an audience with the Night King, Gendry paused. Could you do that again? See if Daenerys will spare the castle. For Arya, for Jon, said Gendry. Bran sighed. We'll need to get to a werewood. Gendry then turned to the door. Yara, he called. Can your ship sail? Gendry asked. You bet your sweet ass it will, yelled Osmond. Then we sailed to the Isle of Faces, to Jon, said Gendry. Bran reluctantly nodded, and Sansa sat beside him. She embraced her brother, knowing he was scared. Samwell Tarly entered the room, and was shocked to see Gendry. Everyone's back, Sam asked excitedly. Not quite, said Gendry, as he rushed out of the room. Sansa told Samwell to gather as much medical supplies as possible, and to have Bran's horse readied. Sam endured as much shock as the rest when he was brought up to speed. Sam then turned to Bran. So the Night King wanted Jon to replace him, Sam asked. So it would seem, answered Bran. It makes sense, said Sam. How so? Asked Bran. If the Night King needed Jon, it would make sense that they would wake near the time of his birth, Sam paused. I should have reached that conclusion a long time ago, Samwell stuttered.